come to attend the funeral. No.
Wow.
It's not part of my.
But you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank God. So do about.
Thank you, Charlie. It's not easy. At times, some guys are going to hear the but I think that in our journey back, we had constant turbulence, and so even when it came to serving of the food that we deserve, they told us that it might not be done the way we are paid for, especially those of us who fly special in the air. I mean, that's what the local people, they are used to what they do. Our own, there's a style in serving us. They told us that because of the turbulence that we're going through, we'll not get what we want. And it's likely challenge in service you are a very patriarchal form. We're too turbulent in that level. And look at that level of altitude we find ourselves. If anything happens, you die. Death is not part because the family is waiting for you. I mean, orgasm conference is waiting for me on 26.
That's right.
Flyers are out, billboards are out, and the next thing they see, they have to change the billboard's cloth to become my death cloth. They have to look for my body and things. So when you travel and come back, you thank God so much that you've gone into the air as a witch and you are down as a normal person. So the journey has been good. I've not finished what I'm doing. It's unfortunate I have to come because as my conference, I tell everybody, we are there. The Orgasm Family Conference, we are 26th December. The National Theatre Exhibition Hall. And tickets are already going out. But for all, I mean, we're doing a complimentary family ticket. The first one that I asked, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing a complimentary ticket first before the paid ticket for the sake of the groups we have been in it. So, you're already here. We have 22. It's 22 we gave to Angel.
So,
22 tickets. So all they need to get their data, yes. Wow. In all your shows, according to your program director's freedom, because you are part of the sponsors. The drink is doing very well with us. They've been with us for many years and thanks them so much. So we are back into the country. It's we said the funeral happened. I didn't go. Man, because I'm Koba and I'm so the meantime table of Brisa. But me coca cran I no say because I didn't see the need to attend. And I'm not also very important person to attend that funeral.
The funeral was non-segregated.
Yes, it was non-segregated, but you realize that at the funeral, people who mattered were shown. So in the non-segregation, people still mattered.
Invite one,
and why would they invite?
I'm just asking if they did.
No, if you grant me an invitation, it's my choice. I was not even in the country to attend the funeral. I arrived that particular very morning. I will not take a flight to go to such a funeral that doesn't concern me so much. Lumba, a good person, said, "You're already there, and will forever play his songs, whoever love." But I feel, say, a year happy, and the only excitement for me is that Mrs. Sakosa Sewafusu didn't attend the funeral. I'm so happy. May God bless her. Wherever Mrs. Sakosa Sewa is, I take my care for her. She will live longer. And that is why the younger one died and left the older one. This woman is an astute, sensible person. She listened to life. If she could have attended this funeral organized by the Busapenyi, she could have been, excuse my life, the most foolish woman ever created to become a wife. Mrs. Akusha Sewa forever will respect you and will never refer to you as any other name than Mrs. Akusha Sewa. I was so happy she didn't attend. And ma, I'm happy you didn't attend. Don't worry your head about anything. Ebuson Penny made a statement that was very, very painful in life. We don't say that. And everybody's looking at him. He thinks he's a celebrity. I have prayed for him. He will never die now. None of the curses will hit Ebuson Penny. He will live very old. One cast of the lumba. Or see the here and 7 in go and listen to it. We don't say that. What's the rush for? It's your body, yes, but Charlie. And as for the judgment, we won't talk about it because I've still not received the full judgment of the last one that happened in that particular time this year. Say, as soon as you see then the next minute, you know, you see further order. Me who paper this year. What's that me who paper men can. So from that day till now, I've not spoken about it because whatever happened, I've not seen. If you've seen the judgment, then I can have a discussion.
Now, what can say why the rush in burying Daddy?
Yes. Oh, you ever charge it then? On your beard, you be saying on your beard, he's nobody. He's nobody. Who are you able to local mock? That Lumba was in transition. The Obisa question, a harmful question. Grow with sense.
Should not be the question about.
Where a senseless question.
You are attacking our
I intentionally. He also attacked me by the question. Listeners are not always right. They should give respect when people are speaking. We are not vegetable resource people. What do you mean?
But don't attack the listeners.
If you call it an attack, no apologies. But I will attack because he attacked. Equal and opposite reaction.
I'm
not boiling. I'm so excited, especially to see you. But what I'm saying is that the funeral has happened. People attended because they want to be there for the clouds. And I pray that all who went to be saved. They said it's the best funeral they wanted. That's okay. They didn't expect any other number than this. I'm saying that the judgment, I told you here on your show, say judgment baby mama or Dobruni. Enya who can be co-wife of the original wife. Minya judge. So because a true judgment pair and by lawyers in a year. But the verdict out of the judgment, I have my right to say I don't accept it. It doesn't mean the judgment is wrong. And I'm saying that in my protest, per all the things I've seen, do you know the name of Daddy Lumba's wife? Do you know her maiden name? So she, in German law, you don't choose anybody's name by heart. It is accepted through you coming to accept by vote, by a declaration. Before you can say, I am Mrs. Lutrot. It is not automatic. So this woman, from day one till today, nobody knows her maiden name. Till today, she's called Mrs. Akosa Fosu. Obia Sisan didn't say Fosu. Other brother Fosu. So never Fosu. She's not. She cannot be. Unfortunately, I say she cannot be. Even for the judgment you are believing, judgment in a buy, because that judgment will cost my marriage. So she cannot be. So she cannot voluntarily choose Lumba's name. Keep that in your head. She cannot choose Lumba's name. But Lumba Mrs. Akosa Sewa Fosu, she omitted her name and chose Lumba's name. And from that day till today, she's referred to us. So even by virtue of mentioning her full name, we still claim that she's not married.
Wait, I think there was an interview in the latter days of Daddy Lumba.
Whoever said that is
a footage.
Whoever said that is legally insane.
No, there is a footage.
And I'm saying whoever said that is intellectually bankrupt because she cannot be Fosu. Hello, no, she can never be Fosu. She can, the word is never. But Mekacho said, by the German structure, Mrs. Akosia Sewa Fosu, you can decide or go through the declaration to accept that henceforth any other name I bear goes and I choose to be Mrs. Akosia Sewa Fosu. So even by that virtue, and we still claim that she was not legally married, that is okay. So men pray on Ejapadier. Father Dina nom nata. Nada Ejapadier. Yeah, pray. We'll do the will very soon. If we read the first part of the will, or see my father the name Lumba. Also, we have a will. When my kata fako. That's it, sign out so we will me for him. Now, Musun can't afford any better who run.
He said, I mean, Lumba
now we're acting on
Mrs. Akosa Sewa Fosu has done the best thing that any normal human being who is mature will do. Thank her for now. And for the children who attended the funeral, don't worry. They are not their mother's product. They are their father's product. So that you go.
And also a problem.
That means Obesu said the man of the mobile. Oh, so Moko, Alamba. And I said, I'm crying, or don't bring any cry. A child said, there's a lot.
Are you trying to kick the
out? She's the mother of the last children that Lumba had, yes or no? Yes. And she has to live to take care of the children. So she will not die now.
No, so why are you kicking her out of this?
We are not kicking. We are not kicking her out. We are making the record straight that she is the mother of the last children. And in any will, mind you, you know that when a child is after 18, you choose to give them or not, because you know what I'm talking about. So the people that must get a lot of the will of Lumba by law is the younger ones who have come.
That is when he died in state.
No.
But
Go and read it. Go and read the will's acts.
If he stated it in his will.
So in that will,
Then they say
no, the will's acts too. The will's act says that
protested when the few say we ain't
so thank you for coming back to where I am. So if the man who is dying has a child on your GSS, no, the sika do the command about all your medicine after 18. You know, it can be contested by law. Anyway, in conclusion, a year must see you in a national form. Is that what you want? My year, no more than fair. And I'm now a year lumba yere ambadi. My family. I was a penny say what person ye biano. Ye ufrena obeba. I was a penny. Don't worry your head. Tontomani go. Na ye no go. It's a say ever for a year so beko. Another. But a woman has made the best decision in life. And as for the appeal, they should keep on going because she still Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu. There's nothing ever say on yet Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu.
Yeah, fair story in so and it's 20 minutes after 5.
Now, okay, 20 minutes after 5. I said every 20 minutes after 5, yeah, I say after mass plan because and Bema named him here was it. So what you know, Atafi Wanusa, Edrono South Fafa, and a boy, it's a woman. Wait, not a woman in fact, Monka Benduka. And maybe somebody read about that.
I just got married, and barely 8 months after our marriage, my wife wants to move abroad to look for greener pastures. In fact, she has started the process and she seems unstoppable. Honestly, I know her job isn't that bad, though she deserves more than she receives. But I'm also trying my best to support her home. But she still insists that she wants to travel abroad. And the annoying thing is that she has to pay someone to marry her. To marry her there so she can get her papers in future. I'm not comfortable with this, especially now that we don't have kids. I don't seem to have the power to stop her, and I think I'll have to call the marriage quits. Am I doing this right? When my patches, I'm worry 8 months. I'm worry and chibi and see me them kwabuchu kopiska. Why yeah, ladies, in fact. Or check here, Crano starting process. I just all any papers. Now, nearly a book say, or call I saw call will be near friendly crat. Our
there's some anymore.
I see Nipano Bejinska. Now, why is Amano? So, in fact, on any Panacasa, on any lady Nakas also baby on here. Now, Oshemunfa, yeah, Nejumano or Ghana, and Nejumano or Ghana, and your bad, sir. Even though say uncle baby, I can meet you, but also near quite before, or you want no more than one. But say, oh, yeah, I saw Timin Jano, and I saw Timin Cancha and Semane on the one break. If say, Ususo or Crampo, not easy, say, Crampo, you ma, it's who come, then now, on no person jam, no one say, the papi one.
So, I mean, that's in a time I was saying, I need a board, was an amazing. Obi share vaccine yara mensa na nyima ya bo no elu ade boy ana ojo ti se blonu eden
ojo ti se so share
ogwa ojo ti se so share jo
so bo na me ko wa zero boy me time bo the time so bo bia dey no say yo for yam This is dedicated to Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu. So this song is for Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu. So as you see Lumba, I saw born in don't find your ring at all.
It's still a protege of Lumba.
Thank you very much. But it means that this guy played a song because there was a lot of remix negatively pre-played at the funeral side. And you cannot read tribute that is insinuating. Hey,
are we addressing the
intelligent?
Letter?
I'm addressing the letter because the letter can be addressed in the next 20 seconds because I am Councillor George Lutro. Now, Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu, all for you. Audio to sense will share. Is that what you said? Simple. I mean, when you have children who are getting married like this boy, whose wife is becoming very ambitious now.
Ambitious.
Oh yes, I mean life is about you.
8 months.
8 years and 8
months.
Yeah, 25 years. You look at the
but we still
no. And the problem with the guy is he married this girl by proxy. You know, proxy marriages in Korea.
Why a proxy marriages? Who names
There are a lot of churches that are doing a lot of proxy marriages. I mean, Rosie, I want to have relationship with Rosie. Not say Charlie. In there, we found some cameo. Who was already there? We can proxy.
Okay.
Money, yeah, Chemunya the Muncho Loot. Where angel? And I'm a internet. I don't go for a Bukata. Yeah, see the body, the flesh. Afromax Plus. How many DNA? So when people give you opportunity to marry through proxy, it is after the vote is counted and you ask, did you count my own? So the young man after 8 months is now asking, did they count my vote? The young lady had a plan. She had a plan. And marriage came to meet her by proxy. One shisha because Abrabono Bonne Hano or Sha or the Bienu can be in Samoa. Do 9, I say do 5. Who the Bienu can be in Samoa? So yeah, 5. But Abrabono only Bono or the Bienu can be in Samoa, no, yeah, 4. But on him pass or the Bienu can be in Samoa, Amanonia or Benya 5. Why shall not 0.5 account their baby?
0.5 meter.
Abrabona here bono.
I said, Abrantes no so born and more than so bad boy.
Abrantes more than bono or the Kawa still no 4 Nigeria be a few.
There's an so.
And you said in there so 4 Nigeria be there. A bad assassin so da. Ah, Bembe na walling a yana kuma so dia man da. Never. Oba you are you almost send Oliver Twisters. Oh my God, is now me couldn't meet the swan. Sorry, and you're not coming me first car man top. Oh no, mommy crunch, mommy to saw me and Sammy Tommy second car. So the issue is that the first car was bought by you, but the second car you waited to do it. And I'm what me could one encouragement come and go give me masters. So at the end of the day, the encouragement is that she's gone for her masters. So she will appreciate, and for those who will not appreciate you at all, they will let you feel that what you are doing is a normal thing. Open no talk about it. Ah, nagaya cancer most of them limousine here be. When I look at an electronic car, you many people that's electronic car, you many people car and fear for petrol. Medo. Enya butire na one shower makasa tia. Why Mr. Maybe I tea what in hand and me 4.5 bedroom. Enya 3 bedrooms. Unyonko be mate say 85 bedrooms. Me sister no mata de good aba ku ba e ya ho chichire ni maso me mon me na wote me nka say wonya hwe o eni onyam de o me bi wa ware mi anka na say ho na awale me enti o ma wo fiili ekuku ha hey so tie pass oba wo wale no 8 months orgasm conference 8 months no see oko na wa ma blueprint no se me kwa koya awale en krata Ben Jimmy for Ben Ausuti. Eddie another, what do you mean? A branch will speak to somebody, and you won't not somebody is all your ear to go. What's your sin at the pillow? Let me just say, you're living with dogs and pillow. Say, Yambisa say, a branch and Shian say, oh, you see, or quack or a crata. Bema kwa obre oba kwa eye izes ena we waye ni sika to so kotua chale if we have such wives we will not do legal marriage, we'll do customary marriage so that your Rosie will go and do documentation and the ampe dia sick with you to eat the sugar cane. So this story is a very practical life story. And there are a lot of men who are confused and are talking to wrong people. Travel and see. This lady should not listen to the husband. If the husband says, say, divorce will happen because of this, it will give her freedom to make more money. Say, who can offer the message? Our documentation. Now I can call what in the USA or not there or beside divorce. When we are divorced, they are going to crack out. See the American who you divorce and you acquire a crack and it is a bear man now no yatinesi so proxy marriage on tea abrabase Say me prima unko ya wo ya na utia ye say be ma be wale wa ya wo ya utu anamon say nyame na ehira wo mane for divorce no tu muntem na ko utu bata uko na nye ya hu so uko na ye ya hu so eti dem ga say ge ya the best decision and obe bia utie me such opportunities don't go into proxy marriage, go into this one first. Na de no sro na nipa ne ko no ne ko da no ne ko we hey bra boys are brave chiro aje krata abrantie bi amenka na somebody this about night na ya call the next morning I got file no get the catcher said, do you know where we are going to? I say yes, we are going to home office to do what? To tell them that ya wale. I say what do married people do? Consummation must happen so I can go and confirm. Guy continue say I can't do this against my religion. See there you cannot get a document against your religion. That's what I'm going to home office. I said, who are you to? So I'm there. He called me. Shook up. That was just $7,000. So the American is saying, simple young man, you have made a decision that you want to divorce her to go. It's a good decision, but seek for help before the divorce because you went into proxy marriage. I hope say you went for a loan to marry because it will help you. If you go for a loan to marry, you can pay later when the girl goes to Abuchi. But young lady, don't resent your decision in going to Abuchi to go and do krata. Go na dachi guy who banana or push you trolley. Airports now so abuan 0277 sister J answer na college counseling one konya komayale men ben one for accident go so na one poison the ti na 0277 609 644 Afromax Plus in 0277 609 6 obi de oka 5 years when tua una chia aka che eja kojo Dixie say me say Mechano.
Another person bro, let her go. She's already made up her mind. Emmanuel Danswe J or no Europe, Baltimore, Maryland, US. Or say a brandy or your brand. Oh man, why not James? In some way, you watch now. You better watch. Enjoy evening.
Yeah.
Good night. Number one. I want you there, but my stance in this year. Because on the left and right, it's really how can see we answer. Oh my goodness! So let's start business. I know. Most of you don't. Some of you are speaking loose against Akosia Sewafosu. But don't worry, I'll finish it just now for you. Don't worry. Rosie is also here, and I have to finish with Rosie. Rosie, wait for me as I set up right now because.
Then we go downstairs.
Oh no, you don't need to go downstairs. You just need to stay. Stay with me.
I have to stay here.
Thank
you, Daddy. Thank you. Oh, this is so pretty. Thank you, Daddy. I love you, play.
I know. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. So I mean, so far so good, and it's good to prepare before you come. I mean, we have a show that we are running. We do it regularly, and whatever happens, we will do it, and then we'll leave. We don't have all the time today, but it is produced by Afromax Plus, and Afromax Plus has been the drug of the season. If you are a man and you are not on Afromax, then you are very wicked to your own body. Your liver, your kidney will need this help. And this help we're talking about is a help from above. Who are that?
I mean, Fred voice.
Boga who actually when you're here. And then you Afromax Plus and Afromax Plus and who are fair bid and morning after the Afromax Plus, who hear one capsule a day, and we'll move back with it. The conversation of Akosia Sewafosu will continue, then we'll come and finish with the story of Richie Hour there. And yet the rough, and you sweet. Yen pedidi, Afromax Plus, who hear one capsules a day. Against your prostate glands, and it is to help you build healthy prostate because prevention is certainly better than here. This is Afromax Plus. Wherever you are, order yours now. 0277 609 644. So, where is the rice? So, where is the rice? So, where is the rice? Where is the rice? Come. The way you want to say, one thing I say, Brahmin, as one of the things you the American is unfortunately they need to adapt. The US. You know the US.
Oh, okay.
You get 13 about 13 when you find Charlie Corner extension board go on me. Can't be that man and check rank one and on your radon. So ladies and gentlemen, I just brought my US plug and it is giving us challenges. So what I'm saying here is that you need Afromax Plus. And Afromax Plus is for men, it's not for women. What women need is not Afromax Plus. Every woman who is watching me, all you need is MSP 30, the magic of the season. MSP 30 is for women and Afromax Plus is for men. Take care of your reproductive system. Make sure that you are good at where you are. In the whole world, these two medicines you can get them. The whole world you can get them. We are seeing now. Call us on 0277 609 604. In Konyana, a grow we air. Say, I think Colabini MSP. Omonia, your phone over Omani Bell UK. Miguel Barco US, one Nimama, the Ra only your bay. The MSP 30 and the Mali, but you order yours right now in the UK, order yours right now in the US, order yours right now in Ghana. Me and Koyen, Nene share the Encomoben letter me buy home before the letter will proceed. Before I make us a letter into Jah, I did let home come on and Nijaba and say, Munchi and Comodia, Mrs. Akosha Sewafusu. She has not changed her status. She is not a divorcee. I repeat, Mrs. Akosha Sewafusu. She is not a divorcee. She has no certificate of divorce. The judgment by her leadership, Dr. Lorinda Smith-Atta, has no errors. There are no errors. There are no errors. I salute and I take the judgment. So I had a solid judgment for their brother. And cousin, the argument in the mind, so we can have it clear. But the credit back home, so they actually in I 2 minutes. What part? And I offer. I didn't hear 1 5. No, just said, oh, yeah, no. A best son. It will be kind of power. You will be a friend. Appeal. What are we appealing for? We are appealing for clarity and understanding, sir. And common a course. Yen ye jitu muse besi ene. Mrs. Akosua sewa kusua ye kana se. Ono ni lumba yire a oja na nsana order the benkum so akoko. Odo broni ya gina tu nso se awarududu nti o hu kwan se ono nso ye friend so ye yire. Odo broni nso nkomo nso mudi ye. Enye nkomo bi a ye ni omo eba abetwe metan. Ba ye de ye ni swadi hu na ye kura musisia ma ye ti ase sa awade binum pono sa awade binum pono eye efia wade ye friend customary marriage na sa customary marriage ye ni omo empre ho se e wo ho ana eni ho but se no kura ye ba ko na no kura nye 400 na enye se ye bo anakoka ye ndie ye nim se that the lumba as in order the benkum show no ni odo broni wo ma any repetition of history the truth being peddled around clearly say ye nim say no kreno na kire say answer that the better benkum chi no ni odo broni e wo ma e makafra oni e mafo fronso e wo ma eno ye no kre yes sam ye tun ko fe bibia en hye ye mu nkase enye no kre e ye no kre because obia ba wi asimu no ade ba ko o ya ho to ye se o ba wi makpe ginger chips na makpe ginger chips ba Ghana e woto amu uko abrochi e wo socket mu solid Maybe I will be na one bar off. Now Canada, because Canada, go for what do me more we are be a city comes and hit number woman say yes. This is the best woman who this is the baby. You need Macbeth ginger honey cheese. And no UK, every Canada, every US. Men draw you now, every baby. And in Comona Yedino, say only Mudia, the member came, but only Mudia Yaquim. So yeah, Casanasa and Luba better than the Belcumso. Amawaye funra na busuapenya beka kyerɛ sɛ mene bɛhyɛ fam mene ne hyɛ fam na asa ampanfo ɔne na hyɛ fam no ansa na sanko wɔn bɛkɔ so no na Lumba wale ɔbaa bi a ɔbaa so no maame baako pa de bia yɛbɔ ne bia ne yɛtu kyama ne sɛ ɔyɛ ɔbaa pa ɔdo ti sɛ nsuo ɔdo de ɔbaa ne wɔsɛm ɔdo I don't know the lyrics, but the woman deserves to dance that song for Ofori and possessed music. And yeah, Aisha Modi into me sasa no. Ofori and possessed the boy, but Aisha Modi call late. Ni atwa audio ti says you ni oyado no ma fable. You cannot dance to that song because on jo ti says you. Aisha Modi jo ti says you share or she what ti says you share. Tieba no cry I can say Mrs. Akosa office one and name di aye de wo de tell we say asem de bia ne say maame na bomode ama German law na ye de wale no wa gine mu agina ka say me gimi kunu din aso me din so yen kotin anansan obi say odobroni so abedane Mrs. Priscilla for their way ensi da now city Ghana mrana ma ho kwan say wo ho kwan say otusu din bia so do to so but who kwako chusu dina eye be medin ti mu yan gina so krata na gina so krata ye this is ye din ba ko marriage certificate enti obi ka say na Priscilla so bet my pusu on to me I dare her only so all the laws in the world mind you David make say I am not against Priscilla in any way minim before Germany po anye enfoni ni e akega mi hu da sanso na Mrs. Abuza to ni hu da but the credit that be that one fan to the free to asem kesi de bisi and mo mo dwen se bibe abusa panyi bibi anya no I say abusa panyi ni na that the number bucket one mo ja wa chi nsu ni no be wo se ne wofa ne papa wofa osie ni papa ni for posterity must judge us. He will not die now. I pray longevity of life for Ebusa Penny Koju Suzanne. Yes. This man must live long because he has set a right precedent in the right mind of his right head that he's done a funeral of the kind that has not been done before. That the marriage between Akosua Sewa Fosu Mrs. and his son, Daddy Luma, that he knew and knows about. And he has a record that it has not been denounced. He paid witness to that marriage and was communicating till even Luma's mother died that the woman was still Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu, but was capable enough to renounce the fact that this woman must prove she is the best. Look, Mr. Penny Kojowosu is the best proof for Mrs. Akosa Sewa's marriage without a certificate. Forget it. This story will not die. It will not end. Because Ebusa Penny said, the Yan said, you're the national form. Nasa. What happens when you know don't worry. So the national form. You begin Komobia Sassi Becasa. You begin Komobia a Rimu Becasa. You begin Komobia and Frama Becasa. You begin Komobia what and found whoever found. Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu. Ye Cassandi. Monsieur Bagana no ye crata. On to me the chop Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu. But what to me chop Akosa Sewafosu on from Mrs. Menka. Judgment in the moon. Ye declare me no so be a year. Ye friend back Priscilla Oforiata Mokai. And your friend back then Akosa Sewafosu. And yet Lumba upon their own. Lumba papa di Lumba mama one who Akosa Sewa. Na moka mesi wangu Akosa Sewa. Na eya wadie binti na Akosa Sewa gina so no pene se or di luwa dinya so di so. Seven that. It is a non na krata ye tro ni atro fosu ho. Na fosu ewu. Obi e bi se ne ba se na ma. Na ne yire ba ko ne ba se ne friend fosu na we friend ata. E si we no wale na awale ne buya na. Nyankopɔn wɔ so. Nyankopɔn wɔ so. Ɔno pɛ ne hɔ ɛna edi ntoro a ɛmfa yɛ ho bɔbɛ yi ase na nyame ne nipa na ɔdi ntoro. Ɔnyɛ nipa da sɛ ni nso na wasesa n'adwene. Eti nipa da sɛ ni bɛdi ntoro. God is not a man that he will lie, nor the son of man that he will change his mind. Has he said anything that he has not done it? So if you are writing document and the obituary that they did, which Mrs. Akosua-Sewah made it clear to them that I don't want my name on obituary, but they let it go. And they went to have a funeral without her because she doesn't qualify to be at the funeral per their details. But she was she born by Lumba's mother? Did Lumba's father give birth to Akosua-Sewah Fosu? Akosua-Sewah Fosu didn't pick up the name just by virtue of fun because Lumba is a star. Akosua-Sewah Fosu went through the declaration order of the German marriage registry and declared that from henceforth I denounce my mother's and father's name and pick up my husband's name. I shall be called Mrs. Akosua-Sewah Fosu. She did that, and that is the truth. Ebusia Penny Kodos, the best of the best, who is on top of issues and have won all his cases, knows very well that Akosua-Sewah Fosu, who on Joe, the same was called Fosu, not because she belongs to their family, but she loves the family and has chosen the name of Daddy Lumba's surname. All the children born by Daddy Lumba are called Fosu. When even naming them after the sisters, they still end up with the same name called Fosu. So if we are talking, the one who really has decided that no matter what happened, Owumo, Insumo, me papedi, me yefi din so, me de krate yi shemon saka se fit ye ne queen, ye be frame Mrs. Akosua-Sewah Fosu, and ne wa unim si a friend Fosu, I will see unim say ye gusuare no. Due, Emma. Messi mimiti he, a dia ye de friend Lumba here. Owujano, minim ni maame ni mapedi. But a dia meti ya besi ene. Ewa krate nyina so eye Akosua-Sewah Fosu Mrs. And a German krate mu ye o ya and gyina so no ye say hansa na wo beji obi din atu din so no. This a nipa na ye di no ho nkomo wa. One minute there from us now. Makasa dia ni ye ni ankyere ma wo nti ase. Mama na ya dia mama se bunu se na me bunu bia. No, hwehwe ma mebu Mrs. Akosua-Sewah Fosu ama. I don't know her. Me bia me ba mama no. Nyankopon be koso abo no ho ban. Oh, tie, nyambe ba no ho ban. The appeal will happen. There will be a lot of reversals. Say judgment about. Say yantu ye wase memi go ye gidi yetimwa judgment ye si ankan wie further order HSM go pesika 2 million Ghana cedis mbra na brabo na ye bo no otimfie na wo kita 2 million Ghana cedis di ba ko ebusua ba ko na aman na yetimu no ye pesika dia ko ye rusa ye medi wo ho ana this year ye no frefre kobo esika for credit Ghana ye kase obi any liquid cash to that team. You have to go to the bank, access it, and then call 3 or 4 people, liquidate some funds that they are doing for investment to raise the money. But that was a judgment. And by the statute of that judgment, we need to abide by it. And we did. And that is a good thing to hear. Once we came to abide by it, and they allowed Bishop Penny to go and have the funeral, funeral has happened. But I want to say thanks be to God that Mrs. Akosua-Sewah Fosu never wasted her energy to come to the funeral that has dishonored and disrespected her. I'm here to see the brochure. If you found her tribute in the brochure, posterity will judge most of us. That will pick up the brochure if they did one. I don't know. If you are at the funeral and they did a brochure, then you can talk about it. That the brochure was designed with the faces and pictures of Daddy Lumba children and wife. And Akosua-Sewah's photo was not in it. Her tribute was not in it. when she married Akosua Sewa was not part of the biography that must be read. You do such funeral and you are telling me this is the best funeral that has happened under the sun. Please forget it. This game has begun. And we are not here to say that this is the camp of Odobroni, this is the camp of Akosua Sewa. No. We have to teach the public to learn what is right. Because in life, what is right is right. Even if nobody is doing it. What is wrong is wrong. Even if nobody has started. Look, if everybody is doing it, if it's wrong, it's wrong. If nobody is doing it, if it is right, it is right. So I am putting right pegs in right holes. I might not be the only intelligent person, but Bola means you're going to be a number shot. Afromax Plus, a drum then be a movie. Now, oh, Shaman is here, and I won't toward you. Order your own right now. Who are Bruchia, but what enough for number is here? A 0277, a 609, a 644, a normal number, yeah, Ghana number. Baba Bruchia, yeah, well, drop a power screen so I'm gonna buy out but watch you. So 862, no mommy. Natural, brown sugar, thank you for coming. Trouble, Mama Bruchia for no one told me now. What is the more posted to the Casacasa? I had Jimmy sticker list to Tiamipa, a 862, a 571. A 39 and a 50. A 862 571 3950. 862 571 3950. Nama bono. A number be a who sending message course is just a Afro-Mansa. Who will be Samsung of it now for 862 215 2007. 862 215 2007. Who Ghana there? Kai said, Afromax Family Conference Ebaso 26 December our National Theatre Exhibition Hall. And the same baby cool. Now I feel na me say I don't be lawyer Kesia by a friend lawyer Dr. Eric Dakum or Manhattan, the best lawyer obiani university. Afi obechreye and samansiwa your friend will. The importance of a will. At what stage should you write a will? What do you need to write a will? Now, what top bicycle and the top your true will and then fear them. Now, look at will I make can you be sure be a few say. Now, your control near corner coach say, what do you need baby? Then you need by 1826. Then we say, wow, one baby, who are gonna know one baby, a bear time, papa. Now tickets no enye pie ye kwa beto obi enim se me ticket no me sisa price ticket me pese me tompo na obi aka se me tom ticket me bie show na tumu huwa pupa na obi aba ma jene kakra dia so ma dia so atene kaso etua me billboard etimi nye ticket bi ambo me had the complimentary services in the name of Mrs. Akosua Sewa for school. I was saying today that I'm not going to do it as a ticket event. Me di ticket here. Me be to Akosua Sewa di suenti ebra ni be suani. Where your counselor go root to come on me di so when you break now timasia. Kai say lumba sie na ye sie no asem no baby. Me say wo wa ha wo ko lumba e yi ni bi. Yankopon hira se wa ko yi abasa wo. Ba krata ye di ye your friend fam funeral brochure. Guys, come on, be on the if you find your name, even in the funeral brochure, thank your God because you have children with Lumba. This is the statement from the family. Mr. Remo, your brochure, no man near your brochure. They can't brochure so. Your book, can see an akrata can see a chile say a many tribute from children. No matter you tribute from surviving spouse or surviving wife. And also your crack, there will brochure. Now there were pictures when he got married. There will be a show the biography. Man, this is a kind of biography. I was not paying attention to the funeral because for me, the funeral was irritating because the presence of the legitimate, legally wedded, non-divorced wife, Mrs. Akosua Sewa was not present. As for the children that are attending the funeral, I will deal with them in my next episode. Not deal with them because they are wrong or they are evil. No. I will deal with them for you to understand why they left because children are not for their mother. So me say yourself for me say nkwala me nsu no menye me nsu no. Omo ba ebusu no do. And it's all about fa. See you see omo ba. Omo ti onye de omo go. Omo go. Baka akụkọ bata na na madi nechi. Akụkọ bata so no nye bidi a e no ma na madi. It's na say Bible enkoma odobebu. E say akụkọ se wa for su misses. On to me hwe kwala. Enti wa kọ yi no ma kọ. Eyi no hu susanso no. Ehu suo ye be dware nkrofo bi o. Nipa ba ko obenyi a che eye Mr. Owusu. Ebusu apanyi ko Owusu. Ti say Tupac no wa dia tuma o ka o sakura. What did you not to so pensa? With you wouldn't need me the money. Elder Kojo Musu. Elder Kojo Musu, he's going to live the longest on earth. He will be a long opinion, so that the 3-year-old Lumbe's son will grow and come and see the father's uncle that buried the father when he lost his father. Well, I believe that after 1 year, because it's a dear young with a lot of negative insinuation, with a lot of loose conversational statements made by the linguist that was presenting the thing from Odobri. I will not hold Odobroni accountable for the words that came out of the mouth of the woman who said she was the eloquent and the best person that have done it many years. And she comes from a place where they smoke weed. And so weed was their drink. It was their smelling conscience. And for that matter, no baka wire. Nobody can do anything to her. When she leaves where she, nobody was going to do anything to her. But the air you breathe have the ability to do something to you. Did Odobroni give you the right to come and insult others on her behalf? If no, wait for your tenure of office. It's the chapter that we are opening. Ladies and gentlemen, Afromax Plus is the sponsor of my show. And you who have come to join me, you are also a sponsor. If you want to help me now, I told you people, the data is here and I am back to Ghana. So my numbers are now working. If you want to send the mumu, my aid has done well. Now send it direct to me 0546. And I realize that today I have the privilege of Brown Sugar writing a lot about sincerely about Afromax Plus. Thank you, my dear. God bless you so much. And once you are writing, please remember to be writing my numbers for me. If you want to support the Momo conversation for the event that I'm doing and all the support I'm giving, this is the number. Check the sound. What is about the sound? Can't you hear me? Please tell me if you can't hear me, so I do something about it. I hear the sound is bad. Is it bad or something? Can I hear what is going on? What is wrong with the sound, please? Network is not. American network is solid. 50 gig, 150 gig. Ghana network, said, I have a check. I said, I'll repeat myself. Is the network okay now? It's not my sound, it's the network. Is it okay now? I'm sure I said network, net is same one. Look, I see it in common where you. All right, so we continue with the business. So is the sound okay? I was just waiting to hear the sound because the internet is okay now on my phone here. And I didn't know about yours. Please tell me if the sound is okay.
It's okay, Papa.
Thank you very much. Coco, my love, how are you doing? Coco, I'm in Ghana. I've arrived.
I know you are in Ghana. I missed you.
I know, my dear.
I know.
Oh, child, let me feel the Christmas in Ghana, Coco. Coco, I need close to 20,000 to do my show. So just feed. I want to feed the people.
No problem.
I want to do party for Akosua Sewa. I'm telling all of you today, my issue is not about Team Akosua Sewa, but I've respected the woman for not attending the funeral. If the woman attended the funeral, I could have been disappointed. But I'm saying, Coco, all of you must come and learn. The business, you've not understood the thing. I'm going to teach a lot of you a lot of things. And that's why I'm waiting for the network to become okay. I don't have enough time today. God, this is not like the US where I can do 8 hours. In Ghana, 8 hours will not help me because of my environment. But I can do 1 hour, I can do 2 hours. There's a topic of what today we are discussing. But hear me. I want to know, is anybody here that can testify that you attended Lumba's funeral? Did they do a brochure? Money brochure. Yeah, a year book on well, cool. Be a request, me and Pico. Manko a year. Na enye ne tanti na manko. Amu nyina mu nim say Lumba obodo ma yetie ma onye madamfo. And a year so dear, yes, sympathizers, but only Nipani can be sa to play in fear clan cock mass. They got this shine and not credit. Near Mama and me.
Nobody was crying at the funeral. So I was like, damn, God, I want to more.
Oh, there be a
young nobody was crying.
And young pray, Okasao, and then
nobody crying.
And propose papa.
The so-called Odo news or Doyaya. Also,
Mesremu. Obisu, you baba couple su ayesu. Na mote say Lumba etro won we mu say. Lumba tro won we mu say. Owu a memme for ye need the nim enche. Ena nipa nsu ye besu a wanim the man kofo su. E dia kata de nim a na su be fi am. Ye nsu nipa na ase. Ye su nipa ni. Eti mesrem esu ni mpo. A swimming pool fan. Now, why they go a year in your water? Now, Mr. say, oh, can say, Akosia Sewa for soon misses. Some common name, say, Empony didn't copy what a year cracked a book. On that young company says, son, so number 1 minute. A man corner for a yakotative with Germany. Some calling tin and D. ABP or cracked him. I mean, so. Oh, Mekasa, I am Casa, Trisan. Debbie. They have all the amount to hello, I am in Perry Protestant. Don't lose heart. Hear me. No matter how these children are, keep this statement in your head. All the women I have children with, I tell them, you are in Canada, I'm not there with the children. You are in Amsterdam, I'm not there with the children. I'm in Accra with your senior wife with the children. May I never ever find any of these children misbehaving towards me or anybody. If it happens, I will blame you who is living with the children that I didn't culture them. So any level of insult we rain on the children, we are saying it back to our one and only important guest of honor, Mrs. Akosua Sewa Fosu. So please, let's hold our tongue. The children have not done anything wrong. And I'll explain why. And women must learn that your children will not do anything wrong if they lean towards their father's house. Because that is where their blood is. You are a co-opted member of the family. She became Mrs. Akosua Sewa Fosu. She has no Fosu blood in her. Keep this in your head. Just like my wife. She is not a Lutheran. Just like my mom, she is not a Lutheran. My mom became a co-opted member of the Lutherans. So what we the Lutherans can do, my mother cannot do. So their characters, their behaviors that I exhibit, that my mother gets amazed and gets surprised that such a thing is coming from a son born by her. And I remind her, I am not from your quiet family. I am not from your noble family. I am from this disorganized family that you came to marry my father from. You only chose our name as Mrs. Woodrow. So please, don't ever find yourself throwing the baby in the bathwater away. It's the water that will be thrown away. So Coco, my love, I plead with you. We have not lost anything because we are not fighting over anything. But we are making sure that the record is set straight. The only surviving wife that Lumba left behind is Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu. Nobody else can be compared as Fosu in the family, not by virtue of birth, except Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu that we know. And these beautiful and handsome children that you saw exhibiting their levels at the funeral, at their father's funeral, were cultured and trained by Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu. So when we lose it and insult them and fight them, their mother trained them to do what is right. And they chose to attend their father's funeral being organized by Busapenyi Kodubusu. And they gave respect to their father's baby mama, Odombindi, because at the end of the day, they have blood siblings that came out of those women, because a man doesn't have stepchildren. I've taught you here in this school, the School of Marriage and Relationship. I've taught you that if a man is producing children around the world, none of the children will become a stepchild, except when the wife brings one in. So when they come and meet the children that Odobroni has brought into the world, through the father's blood, that the father has been able to file for all the 6 kids, it makes them become part of a family that these are our brothers and sisters. So if their mother is mourning our father, is it extraordinary to hold their shoulder? Does it replace who their mother is? No. Don't lose heart. Let's not fight ourselves for nothing. I'm saying that if any of us have learned any lesson, Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu has proven to us that she is more sensible than the way others are thinking she is. She never attended the organized funeral of this man who claims she doesn't know she's a Mrs., but wrote her name as Mrs. on the document. Yes, Ebusapini and the court who prepared the obituary made it clear to everybody to hear that the other name that was on the document was Akosia Sewafosu. And once it is Akosia Sewafosu, whose name was on the document, she's a Fosu by virtue of marriage. And we don't have any document to prove a divorce. I will not change my stand. I am not against the judgment that was given by her leadership, Dr. Lorinda Smith-Atta, claiming that the both of them by customary rules are wives. I will not say anything against it, but it is my personal prerogative to accept the judgment or not. And my non-acceptance of the judgment doesn't make the judgment flawed. She did the right thing she wanted to do by the argument by the 2 learned colleagues that came to argue their cases. And based on that, she passed a judgment saying that Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu didn't prove to her by the standard of the laws to prove that she's Mrs. Fosu. And for that matter, she wants to recognize the first marriage and give both of them marriage. I'm saying that that is her judgment. But from where I sit, I know that Lumba went ahead to marry Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu in Germany. So she is still my Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu, and I'll respect her forever for that matter. She's won my respect more than ever before for not attending the organized funeral by Obusapenyi Kojo Wusu. And I'm saying that Kojo Wusu Obusapenyi will not die now. He will live so that that young boy will complete university and become a doctor, an engineer, a future graduate somewhere to come and meet the man who buried the father. Thank you for your write-up. MSP 30 is for women. Menstrual cramps, disorders, smelling menstruation. Order for your MSP now. 862-215-2007. In the United States of America, 862-215-2007. Please put the number there for me. Take a pen and be writing the number and be typing it on my screen for me. So I am teaching you something today. So Coco, my love, relax. Are you there, Coco? Unmute yourself and talk, my love. Hello, Coco. You know, Coco doesn't lose it like that. I'm coming. I want to hear Coco's voice. So what I'm saying right now, I think Coco cannot unmute herself. I don't know if it's because I muted her. I'm coming. I'll let you ask. Just give me a minute. Okay. All right. What's your question, please? Once I continue my lecture, what's your question, please? Mama, so you're telling me with it. Whatever you're telling me, Mr. A question and a contribution. Macho, and you know, Jack Captain Smart as a man, and no crowd they were no quad were goofy. Why you crow there offer me? Why? And you know, correct, and you may be a Ukruma. Why? Macho, you may be a Ukrumas. Why? Ukraine and fan for pot to go Japan. Why, Miss Rob? Obia to me castle manage. Was I gave you a new Alubania here? Crat asso, Nama income. Although Bruni by Nalumba. Although Bruni by Nalumba, although Bruni by Nalumba, I want him. Or Tibiaso. Although Bruni by Nalumba Tibiaso. That's a piano of this one. Oniakoza Sewa, and the BI. And common go and canny and canny and 5 years so so. Yet the emotions back Casa, maybe 5 emotions in Casa with facts, documents, and policies. Ube tieni in a could be a bit here, everyone young sunny and my daughter must say, sentiments are good, but they all can maintain. But if there's anything to write home about, no credit said. Say, look by and some are so natural to them. No, say, Japani, goes just a word you can so name you and random what your son said, on any wallet at your one at the year, but you do and some are so hot. I don't want to jump in my conversation. But be a number you didn't come on say, why you look by area so and you don't believe? Media a year meaning. Answer na lumba dan be do so. Eya Mrs. Akosa self. O wale wo Germany. and or wale or J so penny say. Never paid you on the tour, only feel din so. Now on fat Niku a yura that the lumba or ye crata a bad so say the din. Because that we see a na ye din. A din a dama meneso, a Mrs. Akusha say. Obian say something. Now ye can't.
Should not call them kids.
And so because a man friend will baby or one. You can fight nature and win. One are we actually a many the another. Match one. And I make a go say, and Qualebi of no mammy quantinae. Alumba any ho entiao. And Colani use Bamboni big diwa 1 year so. Obia dream never say the amount to you. Now we are still over bonida. Because a batty. Sangrani cancer, I am Paladi. Mr. Wo, appeal na ye calling Colani di woman. Debut. Mammy soon not the coil and Colani di Nimo. I don't know sign it. I said, you were still for Takaniba. So no aqua the brand lumba bobra. Ne chimuni si on ya ne on sign it. Emposia man the pre, ya man the pepper prempoa. A dear dan so what ya to so. Kratambe prove say. Mammy in Jana, and to be some more appeal now, Nippon and Tingo Monasi, Mofa the morning check, and Polaris or Munyan Mammy Buma, a down to Mugano here. Mr. Glania, 1 acre Diamana 17. I am Motu, I am Crow, I am throw. I don't waste my energy on such light, loose conversation of such nature. The magnitude of the conversation, this is so little. Say, Luma Mana say, oh, mammy, and ya, pig now. Friends of mammy. No more friends of mammy, where away. Oh, where away. When I'm here now, cook wolf, not the cassette, I want my package on the wolf. Sister, to what dream, why? Yes, I didn't use it. We're learning. So what I'm saying is that the only legitimate legal one before the demise of Lumba is not and cannot be Priscilla Oforiatta. The only time I can, by virtue of what I've studied and what I've seen and what I've heard, is where there's a proof of divorce certificate showing that the former Mrs. Akosia Sewa Fosu, who was formerly married to Daddy Lumba Chasko Fosu, the certificate of divorce tells me that then she now has the right to denounce the title Fosu off her head. But till then, the only living surviving wife before the demise of Daddy Lumba is Akosia Sewa Fosu. And I saw that they said there's a write-up going around that Priscilla now says she's also Fosu. What document did she use to register the Fosu? Because by the laws of Ghana, you have the right not to choose your husband's name. But if you dare try to do it, and you go to the publisher's corner, what you need so you can be able to be registered as Mrs. Fosu is a marriage certificate, which brings you out through the ordinance marriage called the wedding. And the drama that unfolded during the cross-examination, where Ebusion Penny Kodosu, who knows that Lumba's legally registered, recognized wife is Mrs. Akosia Sewa Fosu, but testified that he was informed that Lumba married Priscilla Oforiatta as well. Hear my word. The best person that could have testified to this marriage arrangement of Lumba and Mrs. Akosia Sewa Fosu was Ebusion Penny, or is Ebusion Penny Kodusu. But he sat in the docket, proving to everybody that Odobroni Priscilla Ofuriata was married to the son, even though he didn't attend the ceremony, and still never said that the other woman that he was testifying not for, Mrs. Sewafosu, was also divorced. So when Mr. Penny Kodiwusu knows that Lumba was married to Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu, but didn't have the balls to testify in court that with no other argument, either Mr. Penny knows that Lumba has married Akosia Sewa in Germany. And in Germany, they don't practice customary marriage. So then it becomes a legally civil marriage. That is why this, my daughter-in-law, is called Fosu. And Mr. Penny didn't have that balls, the ability to testify, but had the credence and the clarification to come and testify that Odom Bruni rather was married. So I'm saying that the judgment, I continue repeating myself, I cannot say the judgment is flawed. It's the best judgment based on the argument by the two lawyers. And the judgment was written, I have read it carefully, by her leadership, astute, qualified High Court judge, Dr. Lorinda Smith Atta. So that judgment is there, which makes Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu and Odobroni as co-wives through customary marriage. That is there. But I, neutral sitting here, will not accept that judgment. And it's my right not to accept it. But the fact that I'm not accepting it doesn't mean that the judgment is wrong. But I stand for the truth, by the truth, with the truth, that my Bible says it is only God who can't lie, because he's not a man. He's not a son of man that he will change his mind, because he has not said anything that he has not done before. That is why I'm saying that men can lie. Even me as a man, I can lie. So when you are challenging documents and institutions and statements made, remember, men can lie. I have not called anybody a liar, but if you're a liar, you know you are a liar. If there was a concoction, that they concocted story for you to narrate, so you can go and pick up anything from anywhere, remember, time will tell. Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu has won my respect for not attending the organized, or you will call it well organized, or you will say disorganized funeral of the late Charles Konifosu by Emerson Penny, who made a statement that meaning the form. Now we're open. I'm saying, if you attended the funeral, show your hand and let me know if there was a funeral brochure. In the brochure that they did, how was it arranged? Because the widow, even if by their virtue of acceptance, in writing her name on the obituary, specifically, I'm talking about Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu, did they take a tribute? Because what was read by the imposed wife, by me, my standard, imposed wife, baby mama 10 wife, by virtue of the readings that I had, assets, not full, because I didn't have the time to follow. I only had assets at the barbering shop. Honestly, assets while we were barbering my hair. And I'm saying this, the woman who did the presentation on behalf of Odobroni is not just eloquent, but has done a disservice to Odobroni. If Odobroni gave the woman the choice of words to speak in public in the presentation, as it were, of the things the family demanded from her, then she's in trouble. Because those words are not polite enough as tributes coming from a widow. But if it is the exaggeration of the linguist who was presenting the thing, then we will pardon you. But what did you do? Did you caution her? Because people can land you in trouble. This is my page. And as long as I pick people and they say things, if I don't take care, I may lose my page. Why? Because somebody came to say something that was not supposed to be so. Give me a minute, let me see that my precious loved one is here as I continue my conversation. I saw something like that. I hope the network is stable now. I want to continue the conversation, but I don't know if now you can hear me clearly. Those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for joining me today. If you want to join the link, it's easy for you to just come and do justice to joining the link. Ladies and gentlemen, the owner of the page, who has always been my moderator, who has always been my sugar, is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, Abner, how are you doing? I'm in Ghana. How are you, my dear?
Hey, welcome to the motherland. Obake.
Mbakelele.
Obake.
I've arrived. I entered the studio today by surprise. They didn't know I was there. They were linking me up on Zoom. Before they saw, I zoomed myself into the studio. And that is how I am coming. I'm entering everywhere by the Abner, today I had a surprise call from the 2025 best follower and listener of Counsel of Mitchell, who has won my heart in preparation to have a visa 5 years multiple to the United States of America. The one and only Esther. She called me today. Oh, she called me today. And I have decided by virtue of Mrs. Akusha Sewa not attending the funeral that this year's Orgasm Families Conference will not do any tickets. We are only printing complimentary tickets to say thank you to the woman who didn't attend Ruben's funeral. So this year I'm not charging gate fee. I'm not charging. I'm not. No, I'm not. And the reason why I'm not charging is what I'm telling you. You do young chair. The Dino, a moody one in our children. Empty set. Maybe do it now. Be something and to name you on your camcoti. And to young comedy. Una power.
Where do I get that?
I think go for you who are winning.
Who's the matter so far?
I didn't. Many.
The matter so.
Oh, went a dear in the money about us. I did not want my academy to do.
Oh, I come. I
and said I made him. And said I made him check one. And did I say, we got a free more and I'm going to move more and I'm going to try.
East Coast and West Coast.
I mean, family number one in Chelsea said, Cheba from baby, I'm a master. Say, a training as some say, and the human may giant with the training, sir. I am fresh. So what about a warring anchor, putting the travel chap inside the MBE? And you can't. And put a wakata this year. Watch your plane ticket, back Ghana 20 of every soldier got your son to push away and you're doing it. And then let the ever kind, who did ever kind let the ever come. I'm not sure why you let it, wouldn't see the cancer letter. But I mean, you're a lecture. I'm not. It will come in the lecture. A lot of people don't understand, but sincerely speaking, the non-attendance of Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu to this gathering is the best. Is the best. Yes, Abna, you people must learn a lot from this woman. Hear me. I'm asking those who attended the funeral, was there a funeral brochure? Because I remember that the family wrote and said that if Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu finds her name in the brochure, she should count her stars to be thankful to have children with Luma. That's why they put her name there. Now, when they were doing the obituary, they put her name there. Did you see the name they wrote? Akosia Sewafosu. And they wrote Priscilla Oforiata.
They wanted to make it here.
So if Ebusuapeni is telling me that Lumbe's father had sex with Lumbe's mother and gave birth to a daughter called Sewafosu, God will punish him. But he knows that Lumbe's father never slept with Lumbe's mother to give birth to this woman. Rather, this woman made a decision in Germany and said, I will denounce my father's name and choose a name by virtue of marriage to carry this boy's name called Charles Odofosu. So she became Akosia Sewafosu Mrs. because she has married and done the declaration in the marriage registry of Germany. Many years down the line, Ebusuapeni Kodowusu is aware that Sewafosu chose the name through marriage and have not gotten any other document proving that she is no more Fosu, but was able to testify for and against Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu that she is not the only surviving legal wife of the late Daddy Luma. Period. Agreed. Did Ebusuapeni and his planning committee requested past tense a tribute from the wife of Daddy Luma, Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu? Was it in the brochure?
They didn't. No.
I don't have a copy of the brochure, so I don't know. Were there pictures?
No, I don't think so.
Were there pictures of memories?
Last page. No. You know the page.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Was there? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't go to the funeral. If you are telling me that you are at the funeral, let me know. I don't want any AI brochure. Were you at the funeral?
I wasn't. No.
So whatever document you will see, did you hear that Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu sent them a tribute?
No.
She will be the most foolish woman created by God to send a tribute for a funeral that she wanted. No. So how are the brochure?
So they didn't invite him. After they said if she wants to do the funeral, she should come and apologize to them. No. That was it. They didn't even invite her. Say,
hello, let's correct that statement. According to the record that is being played out there, nobody has asked her to come and apologize to you. So let's not peddle those lies. Who said it? Said that what?
Morning show.
Hold on. I mean, when he said what?
She said, they asked herself, she said, no, brony ne ya, and after wine ne. And also, they say, I mean, no brony ne, but so near was a penny, near Busano, we are in the dream home, said, oh, my many person, you could not, I just saw the poem watch.
Ebusuapeni said he has never said that. So forget about the small boy. He's not Ebusuapeni, he's a small boy. Hello, he's a small boy. Hello, you see, don't waste your energy on roof rats, vegetables, and old ones. They perish early. I maintain my respect and dignity for Ebusuapeni for the mess and the worst he's created in the record he has set. But these boys who are talking around, forget about them. Please, forget about the boys. Let's talk about men. I'm saying that Ebuson Penny in his memory knows the wife of that woman. If a brochure was done, did they request for a tribute from the wife, even if they are going by the ruling of the court, which gave them victory and made Odobroni Priscilla Oforiata and Akosia Sewa Fosu made the two of them wives of the late Daddy? Did they, by virtue of writing her name on obituary without her permission, did they write to her or send her a message or requested from her that there's a page in the catalog that gives her the right to bring a tribute for the husband, for the late husband, sorry? Good. So if they didn't do it, then as we are sitting, was it a brochure? Did they take pictures of the man? Because when Lumba was getting married to Akosua Sewa Fosu, there were pictures. When the alleged marriage, the alleged marriage between Lumba and the baby mama, the alleged marriage between Lumba and Oforiata Priscilla, they had pictures in the brochure. If you have a copy.
Yeah, they put those pictures there when they were sitting down.
Oh, so they had pictures. They had pictures of memories, but there was no pictures of memories of Lumba, whose face was not shown because she wrote in his will that they shouldn't show his face. And when you don't see people's face, how do you cry them when they die?
That's not true.
Hello. There are two forms of will. Under the Will Act, you have to learn those ones too. Under the Wills Act, you can put a will down for burial, and the next will is for the distribution of your assets or your testament, based on what you have acquired. So you never say it's not true. They say that Lumba wrote in his will that when he dies, his face should not be shown. So they cover the face. Are you Lumba? Is it your face? Did you die? What is your problem? When I just say make up a make, na use make, pay my body pons. I'm gonna want your toe body pons, and we a full pons maybe. Abra, unim body pons. Don't say, your pons be or Oba, what's one I had to say you're fine. What's the name? I had to say bricks. Your friend will go no pons, a full pons.
Can I say something?
Oh, I'm being honest.
Go ahead.
It's something big that I just want to put across. Mrs. Yakuta Sewafosu.
You are now addressing. You are now addressing. Hold on. When you are mentioning her name, take time. Don't rush. What are you stumbling for? This is a woman of virtue.
Let me rush because it's so annoying.
No, you are annoying. She is not annoying. No. Okay, you are annoying. When you are mentioning her name, mention it slowly. You are annoying. She's not annoying.
Okay, I'll mention it slowly.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, so Mrs. Akosua Sewafosu will not attend the funeral because she went to court to claim as the only person who is still the Mrs. So why should she stoop through and go to that funeral because the judge is saying that the two of them are Lumba's wife? No, she wouldn't accept it because if she accepts it, then why is she going to court them for her appeal?
Yeah, but she told us
that she has accepted Odobroni to be
the
co-wife.
Yes, but Lumba's wife, Mrs. Akosua Sewafosu, said she's not accepting the verdict. That's why she's going for an appeal.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. That
so she's not attending the funeral.
I have
even if they invited her,
girl, I've seen many people who have taken that stand, but later on they went to talk to them. And you're Mommy, eyewu kunua ebusuasi omu ye yi a uko court kran nyempo a for when you nyango tsom achinye nsie konye koso na nye saa de a sasa bedi wanchi na sasa bi wachi nso onwa obetita okrom saa enti bomode na kono wantita okrom ma enya hwe enti menko empanifo na ne okasa no ma wu da na sasa na eba ebema wa ye we is it not sasa that make odobroni wife sasa
I for that Odobroni. I don't even honestly.
if you want to, you don't want to hear the name of Odobroni, go and open your page. Me, I want to hear her name. What do you mean by that? All right, so I'm saying that there are lessons. I'm saying that it's okay. Mute yourself. I'm saying that the truth. Please say something.
You see what has happened?
No, I didn't see. Say something. I didn't see. Say.
It's ridiculous, to be quite honest. Because how can you reduce somebody from their position? It's like a doctor, and then you tell the doctor that now the doctor is a nurse, and they should accept to be a nurse. Well, decided to be a doctor. You know, which is wrong. I'm very happy, and I respect Mrs. Fosu that she didn't go to the funeral. I really respect her for what she did. Because at the end of the day, if she could have attended that funeral, in fact, I could have been very angry at her.
No, but the fact
So,
of me,
I'm grateful that she didn't attend. Because what they did is disrespectful to her. They disrespect her in any shape or form. And the kids said, I love the way you explain things to us on the platform. And it's the fact. With the kids, they haven't done anything wrong. And it's good that she allowed them to go and do their thing. All those women out there that the children saying they are not going to talk to their mother or their mother shouldn't go and do their appeal or whatever. I don't believe that. The children will never tell their mother that.
My dear. Hello.
No. I don't believe that because they are not fighting their mother. At the end of the day, the kids are not even fighting anybody.
Hello, I'm calling your attention. So listen. There are things that my platform, with all humility and respect, my platform is very big. And when things are not authentic, I don't want us to use our precious breath to fund it. That statement is not worth discussing here. So my sister, whether they are broad children, they are monkey children, they are donkey children, don't waste your breath on that conversation. I have set the record straight. Ask yourself, between your father's family and your mother's family, where do you lean on the more? You always lean on your mother's family. Check the records. However, in the time and event where they need support for burial, for marriage, for naming, you go back to your father's side. And I've explained to all of you, the women here, including Coco, my love, not forgetting my sugar crush, that you are Mrs. Kobe, not because you belong to the family of the Kobes. You are a co-opted member of the family. So the character of Daddy Luma is not in Mrs. Akosua Sewafusu. And none, I repeat, none of the children of Mrs. Akosua Sewafusu will take her character. None of them will take it. Blood is thicker than water and juice, not sperm, juice. Soboro can be given to you to drink for healing, but it cannot be like the blood that you have from the same father. So hear me. Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu was not born by Lumba's father. She became Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu by virtue of marriage, but produced children through her incubation, connected just to the placenta to feed, through the survival of a spermatozoa that was released by the most potent man in the world, Daddy Lumba. Can I finish my presentation before you talk? I'm saying this on record. That let's learn that these children that we're talking about are not from the mother. As in the mother's family. They are from the father's family. So any character they show is a blood-related lifestyle. Mind you, Daddy Lumba's sister's character is the character of the Fosus. Ebusua Penny Kojo Wusu's character is not the character of the Fosus. So if you are watching it today as Mrs. Obi in your family house, you and your husband's children, stop forcing the children to be like you because they are not carrying your blood. And remember, the children will forever follow you, but they belong to their father's family. So I love the children going to their father's funeral because their father's uncle is burying their father. They've not done anything wrong. And I respect this woman more than ever before, that she has trained the children to learn what is right and what is wrong. But see me, pa. Se unwo ba boni da abaka se woni se metete ma. Me say me no wo ba na nkola ni mbu ade a ewu na wantete wonye. So let's not go there. If they have attended the funeral and they have abadaye to hold Odo Broni, pamper her, whisper things in their ears. Where did they learn it from? They learned it from their mother. Because Odo Broni is not Fosu, but Odo Broni has produced children for the Fosu family. So they have siblings from the Fosu family. And I told you that a man doesn't have stepchildren. A man has children, and they are not step. You only have a step if your wife brings you a child for another man. Let's learn, because this is called the School of Marriage and Relationship, brought to you by Afromax Plus, the product that is organizing the family conference on the 26th Zima in Accra, Ghana. And because of Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu, we are not taking ticket again. We've cancelled the ticket because she didn't come to the funeral. It is open free for everybody to attend. The only thing that we're going to eat left and right center. So we'll collect money from you to buy food for the people. And that is where we are going to honor Esther for being the only surviving follower of Councillor Lutot, who is qualified for a 5-year multiple visa to the United States of America in 2026. Agronberg, brought to you by Afromax. Show could be paid. So stop talking about Inqualado. And I look my banner a Bema pound. Bema na engineer in Babasa, where Jimmy Salcasa, Olozima. You papa so many be say be wura ni. So be wuru na mba me nu kono. Sa na mo kan kire so onye. Ese ni mo je woni ni. But so fa mo je na on fa na si na de kakra. Enti e ma na mo je nkwala na taso. A mo fo so mo so mo fa musuban ni mo njai. Enye mo moja. Say yan kofse say ai beni bi akodi enkren bi akodi ai beni bi twa. Ato akola ni nkren ni di na akola ni behavior dey say ai beni ade. Akola your friend agoni your friend mama. Mama ya before di. Mama you be am to do so send grandmother. And I'm telling you, who say akwala ketwa wa bushum ye friend mama na is ye ne to ne grandmother na ne grandmother to do so ne nufu do so no ye fe ne ye ne to me bo bi adi mama na make
Me mama niyo me. No man papa me. Me mama niyo.
Mr. Mabo bibi ambodi achira sem mabo bibi me di me nko eti the Americans e ba ku so me na misuro e ba ho eti the di wa che eti na twakata yi ya o ya de tie Mrs. Akosa se wa ko so e o be kura ya na be di gbogbo se tu no sa o ba na ya se tie wa bondo tie eti mu yensua san komo no me ma mu bia ensua enkodi san komo no nkwala ne nkomo no leave it there the woman has done well na kai say nkwala we mbu ade a ye de subo no bo akusa se wa bosu esa se lumba dia na ketwa ne de nufua no anyway this 17 na gia first one go lumba ko we ne say ode ne tena ye omo bo papa yi ye ja ne sa akosua se wa na be yi na nka we di mi hwambo o pede wo mo hwehwe brochure ne hwese ne din wo mu ana mo hwese obi tro tribute man ana e say tribute na odobro ni ye kan man no nipa na otro man ni e di ni on pege ni yi ba odobro no onye wuyo e say akala 3 years ne nya afi ne ne kwa koma akosua se wa no atete no there bi o e so tete akala no nyi na akala ni enyi na busa penyin tra se nche na akala ni be hu se papa we ne sie papa o sampa abon mabo busa penyin o mu da obe che entu body bia o house ka nwanko so ne di so body bia fa enye so ye papa bi wo enye so abon ho ban wo ba bom pai bia to pa no so se me ma di boni bia nto no onyi nche na bofra lumba last born no be hunu ana lumba yi ye ne answer educational phenomenon kwala na ya wo ena ye twa ne we mi se we ni nkomo mi di ne me di next time ba enne nkomo mi di ye ne se Mrs. Akosua Sewa Fosu waya ade bi eso ba bi asua wankotie edimifu afutuo bi a nyansani ambet na yi na se papa anyehwe a onye anyehwe sa na mo ye no ye 1 week no ene ne 1 week no ye duomi otena se koye ne ena menne ne se sifo na ka busampanyin kodwo wusu a wonim se lumba wale Akosua Sewa Fosu ebie wano ka kire yen se oyira wonim ya Akosua Sewa Fosu echirim be ka kire se na nim se odehye na san wale ade bi eti wa ye frɛ no dobro what's that nipa bia ye nipa wo ena oba bia meji a wo ntimi se oba bia kwa wo so ba ye fo obuo ni didie ma eti ye ndi president atemda poli nsia bako wo so asora ba nkwam but adia ne da bi e da ya fa to ne free to ye fra mo hu gyan we free to e say jimifo you can be a mother and not a wife. It doesn't change your status as a human being. People are wives, they are not mothers. So what is the rush for? Why do we have to rush and make somebody a wife and a mother? Is it for property's sake? By the Property Act in Ghana, the Will Act in Ghana says that the youngest child of the demise or the person whose testament is being read should be taken care of than the older ones. So as I sit, Lumba's older child that is more than 18 years doesn't deserve anything from the father's estate. But the children that Odobroni has brought, because they are young, they are still in school going age, and they are less than 18, the law says they must be taken care of more, not their mother. I say, when I come into the way, you will learn. That is why this year's conference, the Augustine Family Conference, we are teaching you the importance of will. When to write a will. Abna is sitting there. Abner has as many as 112 wig bones, but she has no wig.
Well, that's what I told about the conference.
26 December.
December date.
26. I don't tell you.
Oh, 26. You bet my baby. When you do
National Theatre Exhibition Hall.
Baby, you do another Ghana. Time.
7:30 p.m. Flyer didn't be paid so. Now Crawford can say a send, but see, may the man be see. Lumba yere make G gate fee, but make Jim Musika the moment be
okay.
It's young and to work near Fanya the anime and pay ma ye. But bonning phony, I will show Nasi. I can saw baby and Siam Bama. Why are they? Oba wajini kuru dia to the deal so I told him about the actually. Mammy could I knew it. Now, brother. If you have seen a mere see a child, wouldn't say a bear man to make or pray in every body. I don't want yeah, Ghana Brani say, Ghana Brani say, bear man to make or pray, or bad to make or pray. Eti mrana ye never check testament ni be sua B26 ho na abe hu se be matiase na oye japade na otro ne nsamansew na ne ba panyi o de japade ni na ko hye ne ba panyi nsa na oba na one na wo ketua na approve se ne ba enkanka Mrs. Akosia se ba fo so nyame nhira wa se wo ma lumba address e de file man na wa wo na Lumba to feed Germany buy now. Chia property rating or the next 7 late never file money man. Mokas road the another with the Nyan Sanka from the account.
Just
Onya quite file because we could make kind children with the last time by the German law. You can only be able to file for your children when you have a registered address, premises to live in. So Lumba doesn't have a house. Lumba doesn't have a house in Germany, but she has a residence that she owns by virtue of marriage with Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu. Based on that, he was able to file for the children with the Dobroni. You see, common sense. This is why Lumba was sitting there and never tried in any way to go and annul the marriage between Oni Akosia Sewafosu, because if that happens, he will lose that particular opportunity of carrying a German coty a Musoni a Ghanaian. Now hear this. What will happen here is that if you have a child with any married man, the law recognizes the children and doesn't recognize you, the baby mama. It's funny. That's the law. Once a man has gone to marry under the law, civil marriage, and the wife has been sensible like Mrs. Fusu, and I'm going to take, no, some of you are not sensible. That's why you are called Mrs. Fusu. No, you are called Mrs. Kobe. You are not sensible. Some of you are writing your husband's name, but you know gazetted it. I have Mrs. Lutrot. Now we need gazette. And many do another one pass all. But mammy wait here, I did 2 months, but I told me what 12 after Lumba did. Now, a bushel penny see or new say a while. I could dear dance here, papa say, or what tea say a while before. I want to say Lumba Johnny did that. More say Lumba, we are now coming to see. Sir, Kroma. Appeal, you better appeal this until Ghana for the Gatu say. Lumba ira wale na so wun your friend Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu. And any papa dini fusu or the awade na gi fusu.
Appeal the ever cool, but we can say you teach like
we are judge. We are judge. We are judge. We are judge. Who are judge? Eti for appeal. Verdict may be about out. What will mistake will be? Mistake be any? Was that a mistake? No mistake.
There's a lot of mistakes, but I don't want to argue on this platform.
There is no mistake. There is no mistake.
Let's take it.
Yes, take it like that. There's no mistake because there was a judgment showing that injunction has been put on the funeral. And the law says, can you listen?
Don't go back. Don't go back.
There is nothing show. I said that the last judgment, I don't have a copy. So till today, I have not spoken about it. And you know me, when I don't have copy of judgment, I don't talk about legal things. But if you live in Ghana and you have 2 million Ghana cedis in your room, Afromas class. Afromas class. Tobina Mumbina Emma Obama your engineer so your friend Afromas class. Now the year can say would lima on tiasie. Mini a drone be the Ebebua. Afromas class. Afromas class. Afromas class. Afromas. Yankoya. Eti enkoma ye bia ko si ni kire se mo nyina mo ho bia nkwa ye ni bi enye se ya invite mo na mo ni sika e di ko ayi ana se ye fa ni se mo nkwa ye ni bi mo ma men ka se wi mesra mo ma men ka se wi mesra mi misa mo se da be ni ye me se Muamohan, I am bia bia, more sika and chetikita and quay ye, Missy Alfred. And now say, one quay ye, oh, go forward, go forward. I don't know what time here is. I am Mokoti dear. I don't know what makes. Ah, we didn't got to say, Unya Luba Gadi, Tidiameka, Miss Muamohan, bia. When ya kwine ankwa yi e bia na mo nisika mo ticket ese mo ana se mo nso wadin de mo kan ti se Mrs. Akosia Sewa Fosu se mo fa mo nko for nyama a mo ni paso enti na man any of the decisions na me sham enti mo fa ni suban ba ko no son kan mo fi ni busu mu de ba mo hia se mo hwe na man ka se ntia mo ma o mo fa ni suban because enye mo moja ena mi gini se ma ko se wa fosu wa be bia on ka se ntia na be ya wa hwe wo se watete wo ni na se o mo hoahoa odobroni a na ye ntete papa bi a ma me de ama wo adentia ese maame no abawu nuanu mu nketo ama wo bibien siye ase ejuma yeye Mrs. Akosia Sewa Fosu oba so no ayebo ni din a ni ato ye boas ono ni yire lumba jaye ansa na order the dinko so na enhihye bi anko ni yie nti abaye bi owo ma lumba a ebusuan panyin ene na pam fokodi adanse so no nso ye no ade ekoye ekuna ana ekoye nsiye na sambiri ni mu no de ogina bedwom ma no ss no na na no ate ba enkranfo si e aha china morning abra ye kan se otwi e aha china morning
Ama ponche mache.
China enya ponche abra upa obi adi kana na fa this enti teacher bi na ba enti teacher be a bar. Teacher be a bar. Teacher be a bar school be na oba fresh or so testing class in just only intelligent and here children say papa wa bomba but one born young fana go to nature you never between no see there and I teacher draw KNIFE or true what this one a boy and say wa born man and for the first time you just yeah and I teacher can say the abana watch your KNIFE uncle or kabu asuma no award twede ko wabon or ko bi asuma or see knife no boat in knife class in 45 or bo bi atri hu pa knife and the wie na teacher say obi anka de okagu asum KNIFE knife or say then ni knife and the meeting at 12 will be about 45 no. Ebi the abuna ya did sort in kind. Here china money or say abonchi money. What was their own class? Eti additional me person akoma ye ne say. Yen fanya de kese say men for akoma enye bibi fanyansa ye. E ma dodo na asemusi amunyi abotre. Ahoprepre eti no man akoma china money. Mrs. Akosa self so did say foot will be come out and yes she a ye na ba ukuru na one ye bema de onye sumi na de theater so de esi no obi ahu se wabọ ho mode o man ko ye no ankwa e be kasa wani wankwa ye ni ye e be ma odobru na na adwen se waje afa yesu yemfa ntoma na yenkọ ye be ni wachi na de obeya ne yebembro sister self to we na me gidi se be kwa mama akoja se wa for services mama me na dwi mu do e nipa se nipa na nkani ni enti wankwa yi enunti me magina to say ono ni rumba yere a krata som e wale won ti ase a men ko shepu koto crazy na ko tono nya ho so San community men so me dia de chiremi e ba se abotre eye ewien ko ni me hu brosha na se mami funi wo brosha ni ana mami treat e wo brosha ni ana mami ene lumba e wo brosha yi mu a mo ye brochure no ye wiki ba mama na ya o me 10 copies o mo ya de pass o mo ye se si aluba ye sie ba asem ni ye sie asem e bu se peji ka tere se me ni sha forma na asa wan kan ko se amedi lumba she o se me ni sha forma na asa enu a ogina pensie so simpie so ka kire ye se enkrofo akoti lumba 1966 loto atia ma yafa ne ye mbre so ye Christo ni ti on ti loto na so we need visa lottery again so in America Christo for amon ti loto mo pelu visa lottery mun jai na ni nyina ye lottery eti Jamaica ne say madam na ya de me maye mpare emfi no kura na chi mema ananipa e ya trofo Nyami pe ndi intro. We are pursuing the appeal because in this case study of Daddy Lumba, we have a lot that we are learning. We even learned last minute. A judgment was passed that was not fully read and later was called for a 2 million Ghana cedi. That was gotten, but it was too late. So a lot is coming up. Let's learn from the mistakes of others. If you are a baby mama to any man and the man is legally married, never allow yourself to be married by that man. Enjoy your position as a baby mama. The children have rights to the estate of their father. Their girls have a problem. Abra, get ready to interpret this one too. a year is an annoying call.
Yeah, man. It's enough.
What's the matter? When they were trapped, we won't we won't and yet what trap. Man, can't say me check. Let me check. Eti no credit here about Obia or see what means I was as a see a lumba in a pet. Uja now. Ubason I na kata lumba ni mo ka chira osa. Mo awon am za no yan ga mo ba. Say the veil ni be kasa. But makani ni na ewie no. Yan koso ni yan kokuden. Say a percent no kura ebede. No kura ni ehwe nti ni yakọ api. Enye japade bi nti. Na japade de. Yenye wie abla. Yenye wie. What's it? We'll go to the Supreme Court. We'll go to the International Court of Appeal.
International Court
of Appeal. You recall?
International Court.
It's ever called. You see, we will not leave any stone unturned because we don't know which of the stone is carrying the diamond. But we remain focused because the only legally registered, recognized wife of the late Daddy Lumba is Mrs. Akosua Sewafosu, no other person. And if you have chosen any other person, I'm not saying you are wrong, but posterity will judge us. We prove our case, and by virtue of the by buyer of the two lawyers, his leadership, Dr. Dorinda Smith Atta passed a judgment that the two of them were wives by customary marriage, even though there was no divorce to prove that the first Mrs. Akosua Sewafosu was divorced, and there was no enough documentation that proved that she was still married. But today, still in Germany, she's referred to as Mrs. Akosua Sewafosu, and she will always be referred to as such. This woman is so noble, not to choose a guy named Mama Lumba. Imagine that this woman was Mami here, who call her Mama Lumba because she will want to become guy in town. Lumbawa. Look at the titles they give to themselves. Even a Sikonhu people who were just eating the snake of Lumba in their slaves, they were using Lumba's name because Lumba's snake have eaten their slave. But this woman kept her cool. This is not the time for her to come and speak, but this is the time that we, those who have voice, will speak for the voiceless. This woman has done well, and she deserves our respect. She deserves our respect and our honor. The only wife that deserves to be honored in the life of the late Daddy Lumba is Mrs. Akosua Sewafosu. Priscilla Oforiata is the baby mama of the youngest child of Daddy Lumba. So far, other people have not brought children again. So we assume that the last born of Daddy Lumba is 3 years. Based on that, God willing, we will come and study what the law says when it comes to the Wills Act, and we take it from there. Congratulations to all the members who are standing firm for the truth, not for human beings. And the truth is, Mrs. Akosua Sewafosu, the only legally recognized wife of the late Daddy Lumba. You are standing by the truth. Legal Wives Association, paying for all the legal fees, soliciting for support everywhere. I respect you. Thank you very much for moving. Don't relent. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Don't have the diarrhea you are having. I hear some of you have gotten diarrhea to the extent that your husband cannot do doggy for you. Stop it. There's no problem in town. Because when people have diarrhea, you're having doggy with them. If you don't take care, you lose the interest in the doggy. And I told you, if your wife's bottles is big like this sister who is there, make sure. Aden, Abna pen and it also. Aden a mohabra.
Only one. Who's up? Only one.
What you also so?
Brown sugar.
What also?
Brown sugar.
I'm not brown sugar and it also no.
I want to be
Why? Some of the we will be able to say on record say Oba the two they believe you. But your media, me pray to kasi when say to swami to you. Now come cool. Now come call. I will share 8 hours.
Hello.
I am here 2, 3, 4 hours. Macho Rosie new.
Hi, Abnana. Hi.
Oh my God, that's your color.
It's pretty. Thank
You.
you.
What's it?
Mpacho Davio. Midi Milemu. Hi, Kia. Abuche for Nkwan. Kumba fa mi nko.
Oh,
I'm a color and toss more. Where they was?
we almost say my papa.
Oh, where they are?
Oh, you almost say my papa.
Ow. Jai. Oh, go when you must. I am a passer. What are you saying?
Oh, you almost say my papa. Say no. I can't so if you put $100 at that. Oh, you hire the to say, oh, where they are so. When we are nurses, doctors, fishermen, goldsmiths, almost
touching so more. My notice is our mom. I'm touching more.
I gave you a mission be after the only quote the busu.
I would be standing in our brain. Yana, yet in town. I mean, Shram, why?
I don't shut a dear background on the show. Over than a fatal, not away to say,
who is coming in our brain? I
said, after you are a guy, and no omission. Oh, blue. And over when nature did stop that. I mean, Shram of beautiful, I mean, Shram on your federal. Wasn't a skin I use so many person I asked almost kill so much an hour. Some are caught Tanzania, my good US. Tanzania. Oh, in Ivan, where can be over there? Mobile family for why? That's what I'm here for. You very much about the what to crack on here, Tanzania, Ethiopia. That be me or Papa she. No, Papa she that Friday was over interview was for salad. So, yo, Team Papa she.
East Coast, West Coast.
Why now? You're passing me.
Bye-bye. Love you all.
So, like I said today on the show,
Okay.
Next week, we are not taking gate fee because of Mrs. Akosia Serafosu for not attending the disorganized. Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
what she did is so profound and sensitive. She could have been the most foolish woman created by God. To attend. But you see, one of the things. But you said, listen, the tribute that was read on behalf of Priscilla Oforiata, if the content is what they read, she has to revisit the content again. It was full of stupidity. Number two, the one who presented the things on her behalf, if what she said was a personal exaggerating for business,
it's never been personal. It was what they
but
wanted her to
if
say.
she assumed a position to speak on behalf of Odobroni, then she has opened a negative Pandora box that the smell out of it will be better than feces by urine, because it being a bon sen junso bon sen. Anything I will to so now time will be ante to so now time will be at. Me that's it. I don't know kind of crap. What is happening? Yeah, but show you so. What is that? The last time you were, you need to buy and I start time. Obiati, it's a to your flat.
Comment station. Why?
No way, a time you will say. A time, Miss Ram, a time you will say. One and tower. Miss Ram, one. Obi Oha. Obi Oha on Tembia man is us. Me promise you. Me am here. Well, and Yenny Esther Waha. Yenny Esther Waha no time. Esther time and did you said that not the share. Or the share the ban or time and corn. I said, don't say the ban. You these children, that's yet nine says that. And he what to show what time. Swim. Well, Ebio. There be missing. There may be a better ombre, say a time, a crochet, a shoe. Now, me see. Oh, Abra Town. And I was a good to so no time. What should I say? I see they are sitting there. Now, almost so better no much because Otanaso no Otan, a very bumping to up. Some are catching say, I dear back one, I said, Eti me catch a coco say, they be a yammy boy or see a buffon tube, or be a buffua, baby out to me a year before a time. Enti what's it what? Now say we will fupe. You say Nathan. Because the anatomy of the body, if you are emotionally depressed, the only place you can come out with is the anal region. Adentia. Body need to be a two. Two layers. Minora majora. One up and down. We sing up and down. We touch a man with 2 layers, the inner and the outer layer. When ni eyemienu, waso eyemienu, hwemaba eyemienu, eto eyemienu, nufo eyemienu, ne ba ne se na tumu ho aye baako. Wa wonti ase wusesi anakonoko bi se lumba amusi o se ade ne na me bo no to ba. Who say? Una uye. Where would I? Where would I? Where would I? Abrochira awon. Abrochira awon. Hona who say you be a movie. Ghana you movie. Nigeria for movie say. O say o say na say abrochi say money na ye. Asante for a year festival. So my ama if you are saying you have been here, so by an crack say. Yes, we will never reach what you be our tea. A broke up on a bro. Tea. Yes, we be. A mamonia butre. Na abutre pa evien kundi pa. Men pray who ye be Adam 40 and never 40. Mumbe asem nyama a son of Bufonia who pray. A better say the amount who says why a door, David, on your door. Very intelligent, astute, qualified wife. And I've always said, learn to be a wife and not a woman. Having said that, the story for today is for those of you in Abuchi. Abna is here. If you have any question, I give you the next 2 minutes to ask whilst Abna read the story for the day for us. I'm supposed to check out now. Abna, 2 minutes, starting from Coco. Coco, any contribution, any question?
But I will just miss you, that's all.
Come again.
I don't know. I just miss you, that's all.
Oh, I miss you too, girl. I just left and you're missing me. Look at me. Oh my God. Oh my God. I show it.
I can't say.
Ale, Obia miss Obia for social Missouri. Obia possible. Go and look for who you can miss. Don't miss me. I don't want you to miss me. I like her to miss me. What do you mean? See your skin color. I miss colors that are good, not this one. Have you met me before? Coco met me and ran away because she was sexually attractive. Now, Obia the here celebrity to kind of no prayer. I saw you at the program, but I refuse to come closer to you because my husband is a jealous man. Do you know your husband? Do you know your husband? I made tongue ginger. Any Afro mass. Ewe yasi. Apaka karagu go to. Noko kwa sending misika. I miss you too, girl.
I miss you. We are one.
I am Papa. Lumba antina katana. Me, na Madame Sasa. Me wura ngofo. Odobori ma ware na mo kan asma ware. Afuna me dey Sasa me sam.
Counselor, nobody is asking, are you the owner of the medicine?
Yes, I am.
Oh, talk about the dear Bruce and Mamma if I made you. Hey, we are. It's on him, my passion and prayer. So, question.
Me dear, I'm just happy Mrs. Akusha Sewa didn't attend the funeral because she is the only legal wife and she can't do any kuna with anybody because the worry will be so I'm very glad she never attended. Me from day one, I've been very pessimistic about her. She stands on her ground, very focused woman. She knows what she's doing. Oye Jamwa, or the name the shadi, Mamma, Oye Jamwa. Yeah, I say she's so down and I'll and I say, but she knows when to talk and she knows when to look at things. So I'm so glad they were back because Oma man of any respect, they disrespected her and she shouldn't come and she did the right thing.
Thank you so much, Miss. Thank you so much. And there's breaking news. The Accra High Court, presided over by her leadership, Bertha Annie Ajay, has today, December 16, 2025, fined Patricia Asiedu, aka Agrada, 12,000 Ghana cedis for showing Sopho appears nude picture on her television. The court also ordered her to pay 50,000 Ghana cedis as compensation to the complainant, Sopho appear. Agrada the pleasing, but when you are self from Amma Okutia 62,000 only Sopho appear as 7 years. Sebejo obeba no aye se bidi sisi an inside to so bie no e won pane no sini be wu ni ehu chale Agrada na ashilo yanko mami chirewa gi tentem yanko ne 5 minutes to close. There be Agrada de unu hwe kan scan nyo na gotia scan me am fanya party. Yeah, can't come on and be here. No, Scanny Saw.
Maybe when there's some honestly.
They count. They count.
12,000 was small for me.
They count.
And I even compensation to appear the stores because maybe me couldn't appear. Sadly, we say it's me, my home and then you speech and also jai.
Is that a what is that?
No, so why you do trouble?
Say this one into the effort now could got to Sunni in a Montana. And I said
it's a part for ever double.
Ah, yes, now Lumans in the Cotisha and prayer.
Why the body, you don't really never
Debbie. Kevin Taylor said the court is one. But your kind of person call Chirawadi and Korean.
It is another the court in the Sabra, the trousers. If you are said, yeah, wait to be the cheap, my every day, over kind of what they want. What's your hour wanting? Aha, now what's where you look. And what's the other trouble? I deal with Guawari and the brand of our police.
I go just say, I go just say, I'll be a bit too serious. Your mom, wow.
This is what
you know. Where were we?
Where were you? Well, it's me that makes 50,000 from the man. I think that is very small compared to the damage done to him. And to end up with if I'm sure we are man was in our reality. Now she treatments I do family at Diana who say when you see a solo brunette, distance will go frontier or bad or frontier bar. Mammy speak up. You remember because you were into the point of ever your body. Tell now reach out to the appropriate people we are involved in the marriage. Now our best are supposed to be settled. Emma will be Jewish or religion, oh, mammy, and that's will be a cafe, and yes. Now we'll lose you time anyway. Say I wasn't going to be there enjoy your life. Now, what is what? I'm going to catch us and yes, you don't be too good. By the end of the day, you are the person suffering the emotional trauma and all that. And so we will not be to know who can do fastness of this say, yeah, leave to me. If any for crosses, I wouldn't push our enjoy, who in your group. And then we are so your boss said that, and you are really different too. Some of your cultures, growing up as a Ghanaian, Ghana as a lady, most of the women who are from your more women are actually groomed for marriage right from childhood, but then the exposure about their travel. What I say, you know, marriage doesn't define you. Try as much as possible to find your own self, find your own identity. Along the way, it's a marriage bar, it is an addition. What I say, but that's not for Emma Obiam, Emma, whatever I say, Jawa, really, to sport, society. At the end.
That's it.
Obiam, who are,
That's it. Ghana, over the Kotea, you said, men for them, our end final, as over the Kotea. Yes, what I told us, well, we got to Casa.
And I said,
I hear they define you, continue to define you. Sister, what I so Casadian also. Esther Casadian. Jana, if I also a Yaruna baby. Esther Casadian. Last one here, why? 2 minutes to close.
Our rent to find a walk by the way. We saw about would be better, but at the end of the day, men go cool. Our rent, so we are there, so we are. This goes for both of us. At the end of the day, they say, maybe you must say, Yama, Meno, Akosiata, a Fusuno. In fact, why are dear? Why are there someone pay, and I know, say, after a year, you will be not so comfort, you might be able to know points. And I mean, you say, offer the right channel, not in the documents near the picture. So, which wintering in a stranger, and who doesn't change who she is, but actually, she's a great woman. And I hear you now, she have to be feeling one of that wine, sending your sister about the kind by a cat on your dog. Not to say anyone, a cat type. So they agree, but a moon just said, or yet dealing to just said, they need yet the answer, you will name you all. But in fact, on no point, as I say, is wrong. Need to know, woman, I am found by one time. Now, face of man, save you hook of 4 put me 4 people now in the name. And no just say, oh, what's a whole part of chicken. And also just say, who got disrespected or hearing because it's wrong. You're the yawa and your way. It is a window of position on one. Try so very respecting. Their man, respect our the man for money here. That's a big deal. Who style chick with an chain. Remember you will because it's not good.
That's a pa. Obia who the level here. Obia church and I mean, Sham. They be shown Abbey and Temara Abna. But story no soon Tema and the Ancona Matra Fracoma. No cemetery sure so common soon in the dear. Handsome auntie me have a friend 7 baby. And the man could be a make cash. I'm not kind story. I'm in Conobia and Pema Samoa. Afromax Plus. A drum member be a yes of the Afromax Plus. Afromax Plus. Afromax Plus. Never be a young. when you are one of Bakum and Opa, now when you know I'm no akoda. Obabia here, the friend say MSP 30. Son of me, I asked me that come ama. Ah, uncle, ya say, yeah. One so I want nama, I want to say, Cotidia, the woman so. Obia so I want when my say, Missa will be due Serbia, snow, air toward New York. The yarn said, over pet, macbe ginger, honey chips. You be not fabu at Medina Airport. The Casadia 26 December, a dark as where Nimpa. Sadan me be honor Esther. Akacha said 2026. I didn't go to 5 years visa. A son said, when the council the whole year. You vote to a man were reading. Sansona 26 December, the families conference, no air basso. Obiambra, maybe soon. This year, yet ticketing event. Akosia Sewa, Mrs. Niti, Obia gate fee. Naka every year, Biano, gate fee, but this year, gate fee. The I say, a party. And then you say, Sakosia Sewa near B, one mark yensa and sifon. The air came in an open Unibiator, 862, 215, 2007. 862-215-2007. Sana be ama boy. O agro pam. US to be precise. Na ofrea the best send Udiama. Sanso na o UK 079 611 6011 813 6011 Now I am after about a Champ African shop. One friend of mine, Konako Google Champ African Palms African shop. Who say UK, United Kingdom. Maybe I want Caswell Chilewa, Danke to an CEO or any tongue. Next one, then, UK what Caswa, the Denaka, a chance for. Eti yapon agroni wi ya afuna obeko Ghana Accra, the biggest place in Accra. And can go on, no go. Chairman, they come me. I'm meeting the man. That Angel, the Angel Broadcasting Corporation. Ikeba, mini kwekeba, mini. It's more perfume. Miss Mosca. It's more breakfast. I don't like. Me talking about your program. One touch Ghana Cafe program. 0546 279 344. Send small. I don't like food. Don't come and poison me to kill my pennies. Send me the money for the food. 0546 279 344. Write the number and send the money right now. We want to use the money to create party for Akosia said why not coming for the funeral? 0546 279 344. 0546. Now I'm back. No, now I'm back. So my MTN is working now. You can use that one too, but now I'm back. I was not using it because my roaming was not working. MTN took it away. So now you can use the 0546 279 344. 0546 279 344. If we raise at least 30,000 Ghana cedis, we'll eat. I want us to eat to celebrate Akosia Sewa. And mind you, I always tell you, whether you give me the money or not, what I say I will do, I will do. So if you don't give me, take it. You are stingy. You are not like the other girl. You are like the other girls. Oh, Rachel, how are you doing? Where's your sister's shop?
Chelmsford.
It's Chelmsford. I said it. I said Kaswa, and they say Chelmsford is not in Kaswa. So I was waiting for something. So it's Chelmsford. All right. So the story The story end. Abna Bonitoni uncle. Rich wife, welcome. Can tell me uncle. Yeah, can't get no man. Pam, I'm shaking. Or comedy. Abna Debbie, kind story. About a 4 binti. About a 4 binti.
Story. Say a story for the day on Lumba. Oh, say bye.
Mammy, you so funky. You can kill your cover.
Hello, Sibo. I just got married and barely 8 months after our marriage, my wife wants to move abroad to look for greener pastures. In fact, she has started the process and she seems unstoppable. Honestly, I know her job isn't that more that we see, but I'm also trying my best to support her home. But she still insists that she wants to travel abroad. And the annoying thing is that she has to pay someone to marry her there so she can get her papers in the future. And I'm not comfortable with it, especially now that we don't have kids. I don't seem to have the power to stop her. And I think I have to call the young marriage place. Am I doing this right? Not shame, I'll say almost 8 months here, no more worry. I'm worried, Penida. Obama Smith and Quamon on name of which because it is gold, because it is diamond. Obey to say, yeah, or yeah, it's shaped, yeah. Now, what's in the crane? If you man, you are Ghana, and any bad, even though Obama is anymore, but any bad also has a them. Also supports it, we are supportive here, come on. Now, dear, and the money he cried, I was saying, you need to be cannot worry no. No, it's been a crack. Of the bunch, we did. And Thomas, no, peso. The answer who need on worry, but the unborn would tell me. Or South Sudan, only power now, meet me as company ready to know. Or the so go our real. No, be say, or yeah.
And yet, because as a young couple, all worry just 8 months. Why would you leave your man to travel, pay extra money for someone to do the documentation and all that?
Hey,
Yeah, darling.
Okay, so
who's in our back? Who's in our back here? A young couple, young marriage. After now, over the year, can't have a picture. I can't have a I will now crack and look at example. Remember, UK as an example. After over there, can't have it's over 5 years plus. What I said, it's that 5 years. Are you in Ghana for 5 years? That would be a project. And I said, oh, Obama Oguno Su Abba, which is I don't know, it's a picture things will change. It's not like as it is. And when you back to there's no attachment with your husband. You can lose that because a baby and wife bond together. What you say? Me little knowledge, I traveled when I was 21 years. I'm now for 45 years. What you say? And there's so many stories that happen to be Omara Ghana, Bakuja, and most of it, 80%, the marriage collapsed because of a drug approach is a different story altogether. It's completely totally different. And so by which and then so worry Ghana and Uber and I said, if you are having a good job in Ghana, it's better you stay with your husband back home. And you holidays here. You can all come for holidays and then you go back. When you have somebody all of you should get a visa and come and start from scratch. But one person leave, it's not advisable. From my little experience, it's not advisable.
Thank you for your advice. The big Janama.
Well, it's not a good to you, but for her to even be in the marriage in the first place, and decide to travel, tells you a lot of things.
Manuel, 1 minute, but you do the same problem. Umbrella member or backstage. Jinamawe, what problem? Jinamawe 862. Or see, I have no heart. I say I have fresh. Sister, Mami Bob, Gina, 862. You wait. 862 571 3950. Gina Manana Tron Boko 862 571 3950. Because I need counseling. Make sure you're there. Young Casa, tell me, you go.
The first is for her to be able to weigh between the two options. Now, when choosing Abrocheno Banipuni should tell you, say, our Reno woman, she's not happy about it.
Okay.
But being our Ghana, our area, the need you on our the kind of living now, we good for him. Or better say, our area, what they are about Ghana. Sometimes you decide to marry, but life happens. What is the guarantee, say, on my opportunity to call? Not the bear manage now. Our real is not going to break us. So, meaning, go for Montegana or man to Kayanka, but on our really look promising in the beginning, but our real. So, and I say, all the next of what is a move and the next opportunity number is communication. Obviously, bear manage nothing. Now, to send out a sober John who conform our real, which meaning conform about Bruce, and I'm so young couple, our banner declare our real communication ni bibi aye ejuma but ene no obana tumi abefa ni ku naba emema nware de bi ejama o Ghana e kwan ma abuji e ma do se no muja o mu ejo mo Ghana o mujo o mutumi di mema no bi e na me compare boni ade abi okra 10 years na be ma no my but obana is able to stay se be obano e wo ochide oni kum se ni ku be ba befa no enti bi a lady no ọrun wa when the situation around ashe and I was our no who said no. This is what is going to help me. It is all on the castle Oja. It's a better now or person Ojaya. Obviously, I go ahead, but I don't know where the lady is. If she's in the comment section, I'm telling you, listen to me as a sister to a sister, woman to woman. If you think that is what is going to help you, it's a life opportunity for you. Don't hesitate, go ahead because there is no guarantee that we can't our real.
Sister, this is a sister from Tomato Steering today as a nurse. What team to sa and neck Abluchia Bravo until cassette. One hope you young go. Establish your own could be the final mayor of documents. Fellow Uncle Cassandra Musan. Esther, Ukutie, one shot, as a Wakanda has a WJO, and make up. Hey, a counselor, Jabioka Carolina make one, make one, you make one, make one. Man, can you hear?
It will baffle you to know. Sister,
Sister, and so I feel food. I've taken it. Tell them I've taken it. My date, 80. I see, I've taken it. My date for interview. Muntie, I've taken your advice. My date is 13th January for interview. Oh, my God is ahead. Bearman say the end and say Bibia Afa and Sana Obona Mania. Any period, yeah, no cool. Osi Ofi Ghana, Osi Ofi Ghana, Osi Ofi Ghana, the 13th of January. My date is up. I'm leaving the 13th. There be what did that all. Abrantian at this story, but again at the story. I think I get a TP. Now, Abrantian at this story, but again, I think we TP. Abrantian at this story, the bar say, what can be a getting tea and to no episode divorce or see episode divorce. Why are dear and not and to me, I mean, look really about me time now, so let me ask a million blue chame 8 hours. Like we met them to copa, but Emide, Sabrantian to already divorce because getting here divorce me a call. And the boy and I can on divorce and internal getting.
Exactly.
If we are someone there, it will be a friend of proxy marriage. Proxy. To so baby, I was in chat or say, wale me, I mean, my own a proxy marriage. Or baby, I was not say me, I'm a Christian. Esther Mudi, I don't like big pennies. I like godly pennies. I'm conform. A proxy marriage. 80. We say we are on what she we and son of Mudio. We say, once a mamina obey ye or dog bruni or say baby of Fino. On what we she and we, a gari we, a dinner we, to what baby be our hand. On way of shade the need, and to sound for sound for on the moon, I pay a new more year and to make catch a bayan say, or so too bata. Now, Okoya, inform Swan so wale. As a branch any the 4 inches in the area, that's a problem. A branch any inform Swan say, when we saw a bayan in future state, what is looking forward for? Yet in a year, we should know where we want to go, how we want to go, and how far we want to go. Maybe once a young man wants to divorce the girl to go, on divorce to the uncle. But one day there will be peace of mind for all of them. When she goes and it doesn't work, it's okay. If it goes, it works, it's okay. But don't take that risk before marriage because only back and freedom. Wabuba Kwanka, no beham. On Shana boy na nyimno, and son or money divorce. Never on Cobo and who you. I dream our fan one shop or the Asebegun so. No what seem to say if you are Schwarzenegger. Abraqua, Mebacho, Abraqua, Mebacho. The air can say, yes, no be any well, Obidan, Obian Boo, and T. May football is a sister, Framing. Namimbo, Sanji Shene, that can 1 3 year. Won't mean cop 13 July, and the frames is here. Once you upper coin, frames is here. A 0277, a 609 6 whatever fast for Quabri Chili be now 7 Pipe 0277 609 604. Abnawa Bruchili, Rachel of Quabri Chiliba, Miss Nawa Bruchili, Manua Bruchili, Esther Quabri. Now one so better than I did it. Frame 0277 609 644. Rich wife, what about last one? My last words. Get no quite on your day. Oh, rich wife, no matter 1 minute. Rich wife. Good evening. Sister on your day. Uncle. 8 months. Uncle. Obviously, the penis is not sweet. Does it continue here? Correct. Why is she not to order? Rachel, according to boy, or see why is she not to order that? And you can be out. What does it?
Counselor, baby, which is really important.
Yes.
When you are entering into a partnership or a courtship or marriage, there was some with me 5 years time.
That's all.
What do we want to?
Yes. 10 years. No, you don't understand. Knowing where, mommy, where would you be in 10 years? That's all.
Sir, different.
So that if I can't do with you, I leave it there.
How do you want to see yourself
in 10 years? That's okay.
Based on the job that you are doing.
And I'm seeing your friend in proxy, marriage. What must you?
Yeah.
Mimi tears is here. In the next 10 years, so me pour bar on where farm and me work plan. Embre was as you be sit down man or a plan. A ritual Casani and Kona. Benjamin is my poem. No matter if I think one carry ritual be able.
Okay, like almost be but I could not it's the way of Canada. And this is on my mini kid, Yanni Kuria. That's why he didn't want to go, but the woman was like, no, go. For the sake of Polano, Papa John.
Look, our day the ocean and Koyama, men travel, Salawale and Koyama. Maybe a Koyama, but one said, was it a Koyama? Was it Obiti say Esther say? Obiti say Esther. Now, why am Koy or so? Esther said, the Osina, why am Koyana? Or so year, or so only do year, Nikuno, or see Nigiri, or see Nikuno, talk man first, we are seeing. Now, and yeah, it is a make birthday party, the sister birthday party, Emma Papebi, America, for the first time in continent, name man and a to car man, Abontia, you go buy it intense. So we better talk about birthday, their view. And Qualana de Biono, Papa, back to talk about. No, it doesn't make you. It doesn't make you. It doesn't make you. It doesn't make you a good husband. When your wife buys you a car, it doesn't mean you are a good husband. It means that you have been very troublesome. Now he wants to monitor your movement. And you're very day. Say, where the 60 now or either to come out. Well, we better play 60, 96, 44, 0277. Councillor to a my committee or come so. 1 minute, I'll be sending Momo another, sending Momo never count. Me hear Momo, me Pecasa, me Mumu, 0546. Send this here, 0 Ginaman, Miss Na Ginaman, 0546. Ginaman. And text picking the screenshot. I'll reply just now. When it comes to money, I love money. Good night. Yeah. Now pictures sitting as you want.
Yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pockets, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-20 2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support.